Hello everyone and welcome on back to another episode. Today I am going to ask a question that this is the type of video that I haven't really done before. So if you guys like this kind of content, please hit that like button on this video because that kind of shows me that you guys like this content. And then also, okay, let me explain what it's going to be first. Every episode I do this, I'm going to propose a question and I'm going to find out the answer, okay? Now, this one in particular I've been waiting for. I've been waiting to do it for quite a while, and it might not actually be up till tomorrow because it's probably going to take a while to upload, but I wanted to figure out something. This is all my thing. How long could somebody survive if everybody else in a city or town or whatever just poofed and disappeared? How long could you survive just being by yourself? So let me get some rules out of the way here first. First off, there are no, let's just get some things out of the way first. First off, there's no more people to run the electricity, so you probably wouldn't have any electricity because depending on how old you are, most people that watch my videos are obviously at my age, so we don't understand how that stuff works, and we'd be out of electricity as soon as something went wrong. We'd just be done. We probably wouldn't be able to fix the water if anything ever contaminated that. So we could run out of water, and by water I mean dishes and stuff, because if something were to break or something get clogged in there, clogging we could probably fix, but if something were to break, you'd have to go to the store, okay? But there's no one running the store for the products, and if everyone just up and disappears, you'd still have the products that are in the store for a little while until you use all those products. So let's say there was something in the water pipe breaks. Then you go to the store, hope you get the right part, and even if you do, there's no more money, so I guess you don't really have to worry about the money aspect, but that wouldn't matter because you're going to die in a few weeks anyway, because you'd run out of supplies eventually. It depends on how much stuff you have in your house, but let's say you're in my house, and you use food. Even if you sparingly eat, it'd probably get you up a month maybe. And then you have to take into consideration, what about drinks? Eventually, yes, you can go use the stuff you have at house, but what about stuff in the stores around you? Eventually those stuff would start to spoil. And if everything just up and disappeared, cows wouldn't be there anymore, so you couldn't get more milk. And the water, without anybody cleaning up the water, it would eventually get dirty. So that'd be unsafe to drink. So now you have a situation where also if you run out of food, by the time you do in a month or so, everything in the store would already be spoiled up till that point. And, if everything was gone, I mean living things other than trees and stuff, not just humans, animals too, if they were to up and disappear, there'd be nothing left. Dogs would be gone, so cows would be gone, so you couldn't get milk or beef. And eventually your clothes would start to not fit you. They'd get too short. They'd get too big. And what about if you live in Michigan here? What about in the winter? When it's super cold outside. What about getting around town just in general? Sure, some people might be able to drive a car, but think about this. You're putting yourself in danger because if you drive a car and you're my age and everyone's just gone and you don't have anyone to teach you how to do it, you could get in a car crash easily, even though no one's there. Roads would eventually get terrible. There'd be no one to redo anything. So, to answer my original question, how long could you live? I guess it depends on how old you are. If you're old, and it also depends on if you are old enough to have a job, what job do you have? I don't think a lot of jobs would prepare you for this. Maybe if you're an engineer or something, that might help you. Or if you're a doctor or something, that would help you. But if you're like an actor or like a radio talk show host, that wouldn't do you anything. And if you're a kid like I am, then you'd be basically screwed. You know? There would be no more toys. Not that, you know. There wouldn't be any, like, movies or anything. There would be no entertainment. And even if there was still, like, the Xbox around and stuff, yeah, you could play that, but you have other things to attend to, you know? You gotta get food, somehow. You know, maybe you start a farm. Maybe you're good enough to start a farm. That would help. You know, maybe you're skillful enough to, like, if you live in, like, Hawaii or something, or, like, California, and everyone's gone, maybe you're skillful enough to get water from the, you know, from the, like, ocean, and decontaminate it. And I guess in Michigan, you have the Great Lakes, so you could do that. Until it becomes winter, then it would freeze, then you'd have no way of doing that. Unless you put, like, an ice cube. But, like, again, how are you going to get water for the ice cube? So, yeah, you know, life would definitely change. No matter who you are, it would totally change. And you gotta take into consideration not only all the physical stuff you have to do, but what about your mental stuff? You know, there would be no one around to talk to you. You would be isolated. You would be like, you would literally be alone. There is no one around you to help you. You know? I guess there is some kind of positive spin to that because no one can bully you or no one could make you feel bad. But, I mean, I guess something could go wrong. Like, okay, let's say if you make one mistake, right? Let's say if you, do something wrong with, like, if you, like, with the water, or if you do, you know, that could kill you. And it's all up to you because no one else is going to help you. You know? And eventually, you'd run out of supplies. Even if you're the most skillful person in the world at all of this stuff. Even if you just took, like, the master survivor in this situation, eventually you'd run out of supplies anyway. Because if there's no meat, you couldn't survive very long. The one thing that would help is if you really like... If you really like to eat things that aren't meat. Like if, I'm not saying salad in particular, but like if you could eat leaves or something, that would help you for a while. But then you'd run out of nutrients and you'd eventually, you know, I don't know. It all depends, and in certain situations, you could live longer than others. But if you're taking somebody from my age and putting them in this situation, I estimate that you could probably live up to 3 weeks to a month, maybe even more, but you would not last 3 months. That's like the breaking point. There's no way you'd be able to last that long. Anyway, that's my scenario. If you guys like this video, and if you like the new type of quality, or not quality, if you like the new type of like video, like scenario thing, please don't, like I said in the beginning, don't forget to leave a like on this video, because that tells me you like the scenarios. And, you know, this is mine. Some of you guys might come up with awesome ones. And be like, comment down below what if you do like this video, and you like this scenario thing. Comment down below your own scenario. Maybe I'll, you know, check it out and do a video on it. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for the big 50 subscriber milestone. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like on this video, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye!